Hey guys, this is the hike to Mastodon Peak, the Mastodon Peak Loop Trail. It's about 2.5 miles round trip. It's in the southern part of Joshua Tree National Park, so it doesn't have the crowds that you normally have in the main part of the park, and it's beautiful. You actually, it's a loop trail, and at the end you could scramble about 0.1 mile up to the very top of Mastodon Peak, where I am right now, and get beautiful, beautiful views. So if you want to do the hike, just go to HikingGuy.com, where I have all of the parking information, maps, turn-by-turn directions, but otherwise here are the video turn-by-turn directions.
The hike starts at the Cottonwood Spring parking area. Now I'm here at sunrise. You can see I'm the only person, but if you get here a little bit later, it will be packed. And the trailhead is easy to find here. It's the same trailhead as the Lost Palms Oasis Trail. And you're going to go through the little oasis here at Cottonwood Spring. And it's all very well marked, and they want you to stay on the trail. It is a place where a lot of animals come to visit, and it was destroyed a few years ago. It was closed, and now it's back open. So respect the trail, stay on it. If you're here in the spring, it's a good place to see wildflowers. And you can see there's a trail sign there that says Mastodon Peak Loop, and we're going to follow that. Once we get out of the oasis area, it starts to climb up, and you feel like you're more in the desert. Now this is, like I said, in the Sonoran Desert portion of Joshua Tree Park, so you're not going to see any Joshua trees here. But it is still beautiful. It definitely has a different feel than the northern part. And you're going to continue on the hike here. You can see there's some rocks making sure that we're on the trail, and also a sign that keep you from going on these little side trails here. And we're just going to keep on going straight here. And then after about 0.7 miles or so, you reach the intersection for the Mastodon Peak Loop Trail. And if you go straight, it's Lost Palms Oasis, but we're going to make the left and head up to Mastodon Peak. And this is where the steeper part of the hike happens. And, you know, it's only a few hundred feet, so it'll feel tough, but it's not like a big mountain climb or anything. Peak is relative to the surrounding desert. And you're just going to keep going here. And eventually the trail turns into stairs like you see here, which is really, really neat. And you're going to climb up. You can just take your time. This is going to be tough if you're here in the summer and it's hot out. So obviously bring enough water, be prepared. But keep on going straight. And then right after these stairs, there's another little section that I really like. These stairs carved into the rock here. I'm just going to go up, and in the distance there you can actually see Mastodon Peak. It's that pile of boulders up ahead. There's some beautiful rock formations here. As you go up, the trail kind of winds around, so make sure you know where you're going. Watch your feet, and look for the most used trail as you go up. When you get to the top, you're going to get to this junction here. Now if you go straight, you continue on the loop trail, but if you want to go up the 0.1 mile little scramble to the top, you're going to go here. And I have a map of this on the website if you want to kind of see in detail the way to get up there. And it is a scramble, but it's not dangerous in any way. If you're watching this in regular video, make sure you check out the 3D version. You'll be able to scroll around and see what the drop looks like. But there's never a section where I felt like I was in danger or I was going to fall or anything. You're just going to climb up these boulders here. You get nice, beautiful views. But you're going to keep climbing up the boulders until you get to the top, where there's a nice little summit area where you can hang out. There's rocks to sit on. Obviously the views are incredible. On a clear day you can see to Mount San Jacinto. You can see the Salton Sea, Pinto Basin, Eagle Mountains, Cottonwood Mountains. You can see that all up from up here on the top. Soak it all in. And then when you're done up at the summit, you're just going to climb back down to that last junction, the way you came, down the little scramble. And when you get to the junction here, you're going to make the right-hand turn and continue on the loop trail. Now, the trail is very easy to follow, and you can see it's well marked. We're going to continue straight here. Then the next little attraction is Mastodon Mine, which was a mine that gold mine that ran from here from the 1930s to 1971. Please don't touch anything or climb on anything. You can see they have the actual mine shaft caged over because people would ignore the sign and climb into it. So please respect everything here. poke around. It's interesting, it's neat. Then keep going straight after the mine here. And the trail is easy to follow. It's a little more rugged than it was before, but you can see it's not too tough. Now for this last section, back to the beginning, there's some washes that the trail goes into, and here you can see we're inside of a wash. There are rocks. People have placed rocks strategically if there's like a little side trail telling you not to go on it or to go on it. And there's also some signs in these washes to keep you going. It's not too tough. You're also going to see a million footprints, but here in this case you're going to see some rocks down to the left that kind of point us back off of the wash onto the trail, and here's a sign back onto the trail. And after that we're back in another wash, and here you can see an example of a little arrow sign that points us in the right direction. That also points us out of the wash area. So not too tough to follow. Eventually you're going to come down to this big intersection. If for some reason you're staying at the campground, you could actually just go straight back to the campground. But to get back to the parking lot, we're going to make the hard left here and continue down along the wash. There's actually some interpretive displays here, so you know you're in the right place. And then soon you'll be able to see the road over to the right, and the trail kind of winds off. The wash goes to the road. The trail sort of comes over here to the left and turns into a trail again. And after a little bit, you're going to come down and rejoin the road back down at the parking area. And this is the end of the hike. This is where you started the hike originally.
So that's the hike. It's a fun one. Just make sure you are prepared. It is the desert, so you want to bring plenty of water and everything. And I have all that information on Hiking Guy. If you're watching on YouTube, if you go to the first link in the description for the video, there's a link to the corresponding article where I give you some information on how to prep for the hike and where to park and all that logistical stuff. And if you're on YouTube, if you could just click that little thumbs up, that will help other people find the hike and hopefully do it safely, have a fun time. So Mastodon Peak Loop, fun one. Give it a try if you have not done so already. See you guys.